Hey guys, Poetalk Gamer here. I want to give you guys a quick update about Poetalk. Um, Essentially, the TLDR, if you guys don't want to watch the rest of the video, I'm going to explain some things, but if you don't want to watch the rest of the video, no episode today, which is normally, we have every episode every Monday, but there's not going to be an episode today. Polab's swamped with Polab going down. I don't know if you guys see that, but Polab's down. It's been down like all day, and I don't really know. I haven't gotten a chance to talk to him, so I don't know why it's down. They just switched hosts recently, trying to get cheaper hosting and trying to prepare for 3.0 launch and whatnot, trying to make it better for you guys. But it's down, so this is like the thing that they feared the most. It happened, so that's what happens when you change things. But anyways, so no episode today, and then I'm going to explain explanations why. So Polab, the actual the owner of it, Dan, if you want to call him Dan or Polab, whatever. He's had a hectic 2 weeks. The launching of the Patreon and that backfiring massively on the Reddit community, and then taking down the Patreon after like hundreds of there's like probably like 50 bad comments, which I don't think he should have taken it on. But different post. Go read the post. It's on Reddit. I think it's probably old by now, but you probably could still find it. So yeah, Polab's having issues, and he wasn't even on last week. Now he did say he can make it this week, but it got to the point where like there's so much stuff happening that it's just like let's just take a week off. It's only gonna be a week. There's not gonna be any other like delays or anything. Essentially, what we don't want is we don't want to push out a video that's shit, or lower quality than we've had. If you think the other videos are shit or whatever, so we don't want to like degrade the quality of the podcast. And in his state of mind, and then with as busy as I've been with other stuff, and then not being able to stream, which sucks, and I'll get into that a little bit later. There's just a lot of stuff going on. Lining up guests is the biggest issue right now. If you know a streamer that you love to watch and you want to hear beyond the podcast, we have topics. We have a lot of topics. It's fine. There's a lot of stuff to talk about. But as far as like lining up guests later in the league, it seems we might have to change our structure to where like the last month of the league we only have two podcasts. Like we'll do it like Monday and when or I'm sorry Monday week 1, week 3, or week 2, week 4. There's just hard like a lot of the streamers that are like that we had in mind for the end of the month for the last month, they just moved on to different games. They're burnt out. Fair enough. The beta got moved. All that other crap. Lots of reasons why. So I haven't I didn't even go to them. If they're playing a different game, obviously they're burnt out on PoE and they don't want to talk about PoE most likely. So I don't even want to ask them at this point. But yeah, if you have a streamer that you like watching, have them message me directly on Twitch. It's twitch.tv/the Paleo Gamer, same as the YouTube. I'll throw a link down on the below just so you can easily click it. Tell them send it on my way to Twitch. Just say, hey, I'm interested in the podcast. I'll work everything else out with them. You don't have to explain anything. Direct them where we are if they don't know who we are, all that kind of stuff. I'll take care of everything. Just tell them to message me if they're interested in being on a podcast. Okay, so past that, my streaming issue. Oh, actually, there's one more issue, or one more thing to talk about for Poetalk. So as far as Poetalk goes, how do you guys like the idea? I want you guys' input. So comment below, or if I can stream again, get to that later. I would take comments that way. But comment down below if you guys would be okay with having an episode with just like me and Polab. That's it. Like we have the full agenda. Nothing changes. Just no guests. And it would only be for like it would probably only be like one time out of 3 months, one time per league. And where it would just be me and him talking about an agenda that we have set that we want to talk about, and it's just me and him just going back and forth, like a typical podcast, similar to like Coffee Talk or whatever, where they sometimes have guests. But this is our focus is different. But like for every now and then, if we did just me and him, maybe bring in Dicey. Dicey was on last week's podcast instead of Polab. Dicey's a cool guy, good friend of mine online, and it'd be something different, I think. Most of the talks that we have, they're either interviews of people that we feel that have strengths that we would love to pick their brains, so we ask them questions and we have them talk for the most part. And then we have other episodes where it's just like a standard podcast with 4 people. I feel like if I can carry the conversation, if I know enough about the topic, I'll kind of step in and give my input on a lot of the stuff. But if I feel like the person is just much more knowledgeable than I am, I'll try to stay out. So yeah, that's how that goes. So yeah, let me know in the comments below if you guys are interested in just having just a Poetalk with me and Polab, or me, Polab, and Dicey, or any of the combinations of me and the other person that have been on so far. So Dicey and whatever, Polab. So let me know about that. So as far as my streaming situation, if you guys have noticed, I haven't really been streaming that much. If you watch the stream that often, and main reason why, I called up Time Warner or Spectrum, whoever you want to call it, and we did some troubleshooting things. Right, we did speed tests. Speed tests are great. Every time I run a speed test, it's great. I'm getting 36 down and 6 up. So I shouldn't have any issue streaming at all. Like 6 uploads perfectly fine. I only need like 3. Or I only need like 2.5 really. I stream at 2,500 bit rate. So as I was streaming for the past like week, I was having issues with bitrate, so like it would just be dropping frames, and I'm talking like not like a little bit. I'm talking like it's like 50% dropping frames. So after I was on the phone with Spectrum for a while with the technician there, he actually seemed to know what he was talking about because the tests that we were doing were confirming things. So we're talking like we're doing like resetting the DNS cache resolver. We're setting resetting the releasing the IP address, renewing the IP address. All of these things because they're kind of like the standard networking things. We did all this kind of stuff. Nothing really seemed to change for Twitch. So we did some. So we started doing other things, and he asked me, "Are you having any other issues on the other websites?" And I'm like, "Well, I'm noticing it most when I'm streaming, so I don't really know." So he was like, "Okay, well, let's do some trace routes." So we did some trace routes to like Google and Facebook and YouTube and Yahoo and whatever else. We did a bunch of trace routes. And like clockwork, boom, boom, boom. Every single hop was really, really low MS, no errors, no timeouts, all the way until it got out of Time Warner's hands, or out of Spectrum's hands, and into the next, beyond that. The next hop would be outside of Time Warner's network. So every single one of them, except for Twitch, worked like clockwork, no problem. And then come to find out that Twitch, you have to do a specific trace route to Twitch in order for it to get a response correctly. So then once I did that, after it got out of Time Warner's network, all of a sudden I had issues, like the moment it hits Twitch. So I was thinking, okay, well, like maybe it's the server that I'm on. Maybe I'm just connected to a bad server. There's a bad hop somewhere that's fucking me up. So let's switch servers. So I went and found a program that that Twitch recommends. It's a program to check all your stats to every server. I'm like, okay, let's do that. So I run it. I run it for a 60-second duration because I wanted real stable results. So 60-second duration, and I use the TCP window size that OBS uses. So as you can see, I'm in Ohio, and I always use either Chicago or New York because they're typically the lowest ping. Well, I'm literally like not even getting anywhere near my actual upload speeds, and then oddly enough, West, pretty good. The quality's not bad. You want a little bit higher quality than I think you want like 80 plus or 85 plus. Like you don't want low. Low means you're potentially dropping packets, especially over 60-second duration. If I'm dropping like 1 or 2 packets, that's going to bring the quality down. If I'm dropping like 100 packets, again, it'll bring it down. So quality of 0 means I'm dropping a shit ton of packets. I have no bandwidth. It seems like my bandwidth's like completely gone. But again, when I do a speed test, no problem, get everything. So the ping's like 13, all that kind of fun stuff. Trace route's all complete except to Twitch. So seems to be only a Twitch issue. It does not seem to be Time Warner or Spectrum. So then the funny thing is I'm talking to Polab and I'm like, dude, this is okay though. We're just gonna use Los Angeles. We'll set the site to Los Angeles and we'll stream. So I resume stream. Everything's good. Like 5-10 minutes, no problem. All of a sudden, I start dropping packets again, like mad. Like I'm talking like worse than before. Like it's like 70% packet loss, and my bit rate's like 20. I'm sorry. Yeah, no, it did drop to 20. It actually dropped to 0 a couple times, but it would drop to like 600 to 700, go back up to 2,000, go 1,800. It was all over the place, just rotating. Whatever number it picked, it was just like a random number generator at this point. So I'm like, that doesn't make any sense because obviously this is a 60-second window. All of these numbers were positive, good bit rate or good bandwidth, and good quality. So I'm like, okay, well, I guess I'll do the test again. Now, all of the east side ones are fine. I mean, they're not fine. They have a lot of packet loss, but like as far as bandwidth concerns, it's complete flip flop. Obviously, there's still a lot of issues because the quality is really, really low. That means I'm dropping packets, and I confirm that on the Twitch Inspector. There's like a networking tool you can use when you're streaming. So obviously, I'm having issues. But it's weird, man. I don't know. So that's the issues I'm having. So I haven't been streaming. That's kind of giving you the idea of that. And like I said, I called Time Warner, and I don't think it's them. I really don't. Worst comes to worst, I'll do a system restore and figure something out. One thing I was thinking is like I've opened Steam up a couple times because I have been playing Eternal, and I was thinking that maybe like during these times that it's like downloading something, but I mean I checked, it's not. So I don't know. I'll have to check. I'll have to see if like I know that Windows has a thing that monitors your network usage. I'll have to see if like something else is causing it because I mean I don't think anything else is, but I haven't looked. So that'll be the next step. So I will be troubleshooting this as I go. If worst comes to worst, I'll just reformat the fucking thing and just start everything new. That seems to fix things. Haven't done it in a while. It's fun, right? So yeah. So yeah, comments below. Make sure to let me know if you the whole Poetalk situation. If you're fine with like once every 3 months or whatever. Not very often. We're always going to want to bring in guests, and we'll reuse guests, and talking with other people's fun. So no Poetalk today. Let me know in the comments if you think just me Polab or me Polab Dicey or any combination is fine with you guys. If you guys would enjoy that, we'd have the same kind of agenda we'd have if we had a group of people or our standard 2 guests. And Ben, sorry we can't do the episode today. It's just it wouldn't be good quality, and that's the biggest thing that we have as far as like we want to give you guys something good, something that's as good as quality as we've done so far. So this one would not be, I don't think, because it's not prepared at all. Like we have topics, but we don't have like I'm the only one that like does the agenda. Polab is the one that like helps with topics and tries to network for network people. I do the same thing, but obviously he's the co-host. He doesn't have to do that much work. He's got Polab to do work with. Obviously it's down, so he has his own shit to deal with. So that's why I'm the host. I'm dealing with everything. So yeah, thank you guys for hopefully being hopefully understanding everything that's going on. No matter what next episode will be happening, regardless of which. Oh, and then also in the comments or just have them come to me directly. Like I said, let me know who's your favorite streamer and who you would like on. I'll go talk to them, or they can come to talk to me if they want to be on. And I'll try to line up some guests and then have like weeks in advance. That would be ideal. We've done it where we've had like 3 weeks in advance, and oh my god, the stress level goes so much lower when you have people lined up and you've got like 2-3 weeks planned out and you got the agendas, everything's set. It's shit when you have to scramble for guests because not only is it a scramble for you or me rather, it's a scramble for our guests. So, I don't want to do that. I want it to be fun for everyone. So, thank you for understanding. Hopefully you guys do. If not, leave it in the comments and I will read it. I'll probably respond to it too because I'm a fiend. Anyways, thanks guys. See you guys next week.